Mick Jagger's words that shook the music world. It started with one short comment. Mick Jagger, the man who has been the face of the Rolling Stones for more than 6 decades, was sitting in a quiet London studio when a journalist asked him a simple question. What do you think about today's music icons? Most people expected Mick to give a polite answer, the kind that avoids headlines. But instead, he leaned back, gave a little smirk, and said, "Some of them are all style and no soul. And you can't buy soul." Those words hit like a thunderclap. This wasn't just an opinion. It was a challenge. Coming from Jagger, it carried the weight of a man who had stood on the biggest stages in the world, outlasted every trend, and still filled stadiums in his 80s. Within hours, the quote was everywhere. Fans were divided. Some praised him for being honest in an era where celebrities are scared to speak their mind. Others accused him of disrespecting the very artists who had been inspired by the Rolling Stones. What most people didn't know was that Mick had been holding back these feelings for years. Behind closed doors, he had spoken about how some modern performers focus more on image than craft, more on marketing than musicianship. To him, music was never about how expensive your clothes were or how many fireworks went off on stage. It was about whether the audience could feel what you were feeling. But Mick's words weren't just aimed at today's stars. In the same interview, he began reflecting on his own peers from the past. He talked about legendary musicians who, despite their fame, sometimes lost touch with the very thing that made them great. They had everything, Mick said, but the moment you stop caring about the music first, and it starts to die. This wasn't bitterness, it was a warning. And it came from someone who had seen the rise and fall of dozens of music icons. He had shared stages with them, partied with them, and in some cases watched them destroy themselves. As the interview went on, it became clear Mick wasn't just criticizing, he was pulling back the curtain on decades of private moments, rivalries, and lessons learned, and what he revealed next would send shockwaves through the rock world. Because the next name to come out of his mouth was someone nobody expected him to mention,